Sarah, a 23-year-old new mother, sat exhausted in her living room, her 3-month-old son fussing in her arms. Dark circles shadowed her eyes from countless sleepless nights, and her body ached from the constant demands of new motherhood. She had been breastfeeding without a cover because her baby would fight against it, pulling and crying whenever she tried to use one. The judgment had started early. Her husband's parents had made their disapproval clear from the beginning, telling her that breastfeeding in public was distracting and inappropriate, that she was showing herself to people other than her husband. Their words had already begun chipping away at her confidence, making her second-guess something that should have felt natural and beautiful. On this particular afternoon, Sarah's father-in-law had visited, and she'd caught him making comments to her husband about how much her top was revealing. She noticed his uncomfortable glances toward her chest, even though she wore nothing more revealing than a simple nursing-friendly shirt. Her fuller post-pregnancy figure seemed to draw unwanted attention no matter how modestly she dressed. Feeling the weight of their disapproval, Sarah had been dutifully retreating to her bedroom upstairs each time her baby needed to nurse. But exhaustion was taking its toll. Her legs felt heavy climbing those stairs repeatedly, and her baby's hunger didn't wait for convenience. When everyone stepped outside and she found herself alone in the living room with her crying, hungry infant, she made what felt like a reasonable decision. She settled into the comfortable chair and began nursing. The peaceful moment shattered when her father-in-law returned inside. His eyes immediately locked onto her chest, and he let out an audible huff of disapproval. Sarah's heart began racing as her husband and mother-in-law followed him into the room. "You don't have to do that here, do you?" Her mother-in-law's voice cut through the air like ice. Sarah froze, her baby still latched, unsure how to respond. The father-in-law stepped closer, positioning himself directly in front of her, his gaze making her skin crawl as he muttered, "I'll just start walking around with my junk out, huh?" The comparison hit Sarah like a physical blow. Her mother-in-law gestured dismissively toward her chest, demanding she take it to her room so her husband wouldn't have to see it all hanging out. Time seemed suspended as Sarah sat there, 3 adults staring at her expectantly while she fed her child. She felt completely exposed, vulnerable, and humiliated. Her natural instinct to nourish her baby had been turned into something shameful. The room felt suffocating as they continued watching, waiting for her to retreat in embarrassment. Her non-confrontational nature kept her silent, but inside her heart was breaking. This should have been a beautiful bonding moment with her son, but instead, she felt like she was doing something wrong, something dirty. Her husband eventually intervened, calming his parents and ushering them from the room. But the damage was done. For the remainder of their visit, Sarah quietly disappeared to her bedroom each time her baby needed to feed. Her spirit dampened and her confidence shattered. The comments from her in-laws had already affected her ability to breastfeed comfortably in public, and this confrontation only deepened her shame around something that should have felt empowering. As she reflected on the incident later, Sarah wondered if she had done anything wrong. All she had wanted was to feed her hungry child in the comfort of her own home, but somehow, she'd been made to feel like the villain in her own story. What do you think? How would you have handled this situation? Share your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Every mother deserves support and understanding.